Did you know Rihanna officially became a billionaire in 2021? Yep, the superstar we've all been jamming to since our teenage years has built an empire that goes way beyond music. While her chart-topping hits made her famous, most of her $1.7 billion fortune today actually comes from her successful businesses like Fenty Beauty and Savage x Fenty. Not only is she a singer and a style icon, but she's also an actress, entrepreneur, and now a proud mom of two. Seriously, is there anything Riri can't do? You might already know she's won 9 Grammy Awards and sold over 60 million albums. But there's still a lot more to her story that might surprise you. Let's take a deeper look into her early life, her journey to fame, and some personal struggles she faced growing up. Rihanna, full name Robin Rihanna Fenty, was born on February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael, Barbados. Her mom, Monica Braithwaite, worked as a public accountant, and her dad, Ronald Fenty, was a warehouse supervisor. Rihanna's roots are a mix of Afro-Guyanese from her mother's side and both Barbadian and Irish from her father's. Growing up in a small 3-bedroom home in Bridgetown, Rihanna shared her life with her 2 younger brothers and several half-siblings from her dad's previous relationships. Life wasn't always easy. She helped her dad sell clothes in a street stall, and her childhood was heavily impacted by her parents' troubled marriage. Her father struggled with alcoholism and drug addiction, which often led to violent arguments at home. Rihanna would even step in to stop fights between her parents. Eventually, they divorced when she was just 14. Around that time, Rihanna had also been dealing with intense headaches for years, something she believes was linked to the constant stress at home. Interestingly, after the divorce, those headaches went away. And despite everything, Rihanna eventually repaired her relationship with her dad and now calls him the coolest person on the planet. As for school, Rihanna went to Charles F. Broome for elementary and later attended Combermere School, where she totally stood out. She won both a talent show and a beauty pageant in 2004. She originally planned to finish high school, but music came calling. Around that time, she and 2 of her classmates formed a girl group and somehow landed an audition with American producer Evan Rogers, who just happened to be vacationing in Barbados. They didn't even have original songs, just raw talent. But for Rihanna, that was the beginning of everything. From the moment Rihanna stepped into the room, producer Evan Rogers said it was like the other 2 girls disappeared. There was just something about her, an undeniable presence. After hearing her sing, Rogers was blown away. He arranged a second meeting with Rihanna and her mom, and soon after, he invited her to his hometown in the US to Since Rihanna was still in school, she could only travel to the States during holidays, so recording those demos took nearly a year. But with help from songwriter Carl Sturken, she eventually put together a 4-track demo, including a little song called Pon de Replay. Yep, the same song that would later launch her into stardom. At just 16 years old, Rihanna made the big move from Barbados to the US, living with Rogers and his wife while she chased her dream. "When I left Barbados, I didn't look back," she later said. "I wanted to do what I had to do, even if it meant moving to America." Soon enough, her demo landed in the hands of Def Jam Recordings, and none other than Jay-Z. After auditioning for him in person, Jay-Z was instantly convinced. In fact, he was so sure about signing Rihanna that he had her sit in his office until 3 a.m. while they rushed to get a contract ready. He didn't want to risk losing her to another label. In May 2005, Rihanna dropped her debut single, Pon de Replay, under her middle name, and it took off, reaching the top 5 in 15 countries. Her first album, Music of the Sun, followed shortly after and sold over 2 million copies worldwide. Just a month later, she was already hard at work on her second album. In 2006, A Girl Like Me was released and brought us the hit song SOS. But it was her third album, Good Girl Gone Bad, that completely transformed her image. Released in 2007, it included the smash hit Umbrella, which earned Rihanna her first Grammy Award. She was no longer just the island girl with catchy tunes. She was officially a global superstar. During the late 2000s, Rihanna pushed her sound even further, experimenting with pop, rock, and edgier styles. But behind the scenes, things took a dark turn. In February 2009, Rihanna was set to perform at the Grammy Awards, but her appearance was suddenly canceled. Soon after, news broke that she had been physically assaulted by her then-boyfriend, singer Chris Brown. The incident reportedly started after she found messages from another girl on his phone. When she confronted him, things escalated, and Rihanna was left badly injured, at one point even losing consciousness. It was a heartbreaking time for her. "I put my guard up so hard," Rihanna later shared. "I didn't want people to see me cry or feel bad for me. It was a very vulnerable time in my life, and I refuse to let that be the image people remember." Although Rihanna became a strong voice against domestic violence, she also opened up about how complicated things were. Chris Brown was her first real love, and they even got back together for a while after the incident. She's spoken honestly about the pain, the confusion, and why she made the choices she did. It wasn't easy, but through it all, Rihanna showed that maybe I'm one of those people built to handle stuff like this. Maybe I'm the person who's almost the guardian angel to this person, to be there when they're not strong enough, when they're not understanding the world, when they just need someone to encourage them in a positive way and say the right thing. In 2009, Rihanna was working on her fourth album, Rated R, which was released later that year, and it featured a darker tone than her previous albums. The following year, her next album, Loud, was released, and then after that came Talk That Talk, marking her sixth album. Rihanna kept a seductive persona on Talk That Talk, which produced the dance hit We Found Love, as well as for her seventh album, Unapologetic, which was released in 2012 and featured her hit song, Diamonds. Following this album and its tour, Rihanna was aiming to take a break from recording music, stating, "I wanted to have a year to just do whatever I want artistically, creatively." In 2014, Rihanna left Def Jam to sign fully with Roc Nation, the record label that had managed her career since October 2010. A year after Rihanna started working on her eighth album, some singles were released, including Bitch Better Have My Money, but they didn't make the track listing for the album. And during the time spent on this album, Rihanna also ventured into other endeavors. Her eighth album, Anti, was released in 2016. In terms of her musical influences, Rihanna has named Madonna as her biggest idol of all, and praised her ability to reinvent herself throughout her career. Another big influence for Riri was Mariah Carey, and not only did she perform her song Hero at her high school talent show, she also revealed that Mariah's song Vision of Love was the tune that made her want to do music in the first place. Other influences for Rihanna included Bob Marley, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, Aaliyah, Destiny's Child, Fifi Dobson, and many more. She also claims she took influence from the different types of music she discovered when she came to America, and revealed that rock music was one of the first genres she fell in love with. While Rihanna has been making hit records since she was 17, most of her fortune actually stems from her endeavors as an entrepreneur, especially her makeup and skincare brand Fenty Beauty and her lingerie line, Savage X Fenty. Riri's start into the business world came in 2011 when she released her first fragrance, Rebel Flora, gaining $80 million in sales in the first year. Since then, she's released about a dozen fragrances in total. Rihanna's ascendance to billionaire status really started in 2017 when she launched Fenty Beauty. The brand's goal from the get-go has been to promote inclusivity in the beauty industry by offering products made for a... Fenty Beauty's immediate popularity sparked a trend in the beauty industry after the brand introduced foundations and concealers in 40 different shades Other companies followed. This was a major shift for an industry that has often underserved women of color. Shortly after launching her beauty empire, Rihanna introduced another venture, Savage x Fenty, a size and skin tone inclusive lingerie line. The brand carries lingerie in sizes up to 3X and includes nude color options in a wide range of shades. This is far from all that Rihanna has accomplished in her extremely successful career. And now, while she's taking the time to start a family and has welcomed one child with another baby on the way, she's still working hard and stunning her fans with her epic performances. You'll just have to wait and see what's next for this superstar. Thanks for watching this video.